Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Scorpio. How are you? I hope you're well. Scorpio, I'm here with some oracles here. We're going to get the overall feels for the week ahead. Scorpio, I'm always reading for the week ahead. If you've never been here before, you wouldn't know that. But welcome here. If you're brand new, I hope you'll stay. We have a big Scorpio tribe here. So I hope you'll stay and join yourself to the tribe, whatever your placement is, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter. Let's start here. At the end of this video, Scorpio, I'm going to talk to you about how to find a private read if you're interested in that. I am doing live reads as well as pre-recorded. I'm also going to tell you about where to find the extended if you're interested in that. So if you're brand new, welcome here. And if you are someone who keeps coming back, you're my ride or die. Thanks for doing that, Scorpio. I appreciate you. Let's find out what is going on for you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead, whenever you get this, today, tomorrow, next year, whenever you get it. Oh, we've got stuck energy. Interesting. We'll find out why your energy is stuck at this time. Feels like you are, I feel like it's on your way to finding whatever is on the other side of the rainbow. We've got mountain ranges here, and it feels like you've been going through a lot of obstacles, or you feel like there's a lot of things between you and whatever's at the end of the rainbow. I think you've been waiting for someone to notice you or help you, or try and get you unstuck here. Tell me more about Scorpio, please. We've got blessings. Okay, so help is on the way. Oh, yeah, I'm hearing, hang on, help is on the way. I'll be there as fast as I can. I'm going to say that there is help coming. I want to say that you will notice that help is on the way, or that it's like, how can I say? I don't know if it's a person, a place, a thing, a situation, an idea, or a thought pattern. It feels like the blessing is you will see when you are about to become unstuck, when you're about to be able to get back on the road and travel. I feel like you will see birds. You might see birds and trees, and I'm going to say that they'll probably get your attention by squawking at you. Like everyone else could be a bunch of people could be standing around you, but you're going to be the only one who notices. It could be a yellow bird. It doesn't have to be. But we've also got water here. I was telling you, was it you I was telling? It might have been when I did your in-between reading yesterday that, oh wait, maybe it wasn't you. Oh yes, I think it was you that I said you need to be around water. You need to be in nature. And I think that's sort of repeating that message, because I feel if you're feeling stuck, however that is, metaphorically or physically, it feels like you need to be in nature in order to find your answer. And I think your answer is going to come through a bird or something that you see. There is a beautiful waterfall here. Maybe something in the area of a waterfall might make you realize something. Bring you to a place where you feel released or unstuck, free like a bird, right? Tell me more about Scorpio. We've got indecision. So I feel like it might be that you were stuck in the mind, is what it feels like. Trying to make a decision about something and you're stuck. It feels like I don't really know what to do. Should I stay here with the truck, or should I go walking and find if I can see somebody on someone else on the road that can help me? It feels like this, you can see the way this rainbow is, right? The rainbow is headed towards this yellow bird, and it's kind of primarily yellow is what I see here. It feels like you need to find the confidence, I'm going to say. Sacral chakra. It feels like you need to find the confidence to move forward here. But I feel like you're in indecision at this time. It says I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. Maybe this is a time, water can be intuition. Maybe this is a time, oh, there's water in the puddles too. Look at that, water in the puddles, which is dark, murky, and then we've got clear water falling through the waterfalls. It feels like something is going to stimulate you visually, because we do have the third eye here. And it's going to give you, it's like, oh, that's the answer. I feel like you're supposed to get out into nature here, my friend, in order to find your answer. We've got joyous fun, and we've got peace. So I feel like you need to get out and do some things that make you feel peaceful or that are fun. Maybe it is going to be going to a carnival. Maybe to you going shopping or taking a short trip, maybe a car trip. Like it feels like you got to do some things maybe with some people that you love, but it's time for you to engage with some fun energy. And that I feel is going to be part of what's going to shake things free here. We have inner peace. This is really beautiful because I have a very best friend, and her husband has built this beautiful pond in the back of their yard that has koi fish. And I get lost in this card, but I also get lost in standing at the pond watching the koi fish. This is inner peace, right? So I feel like you need to do something that has joyous fun in order to bring out the inner peace here and bring you to this place of delight and joyous fun, right? We got birds again. I'm just saying, this time we have fish, now we have birds again. I really do feel like your answer is coming while you are in nature. We have self-esteem. It says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. It does feel like your intuition might be a little bit stuck, or that the third eye is not yet open, or that you see things clearly but you don't believe the things that you see. We do have red energy here too, which is the root chakra, your stability, your security. Maybe you're not really feeling very secure in what you're seeing through the third eye. It could be that. Maybe you're just like, is that really the way things are? So I feel like it's a little bit of maybe lack of self-esteem, not listening to the inner self. There's a lot of doubt going on here. It says, I release the need to know all answers. It could be something about a friendship that has gone south. This is in the reverse, and I don't usually read these cards in the reverse, but it says here that I understand a friend is in my life for a reason. I don't think that friend is in your life anymore. Or maybe you've not been talking to them. Maybe that's where you would get your usual clarity, and maybe you're not talking with that friend for a while. All right, let's take a look at this here. Let's talk more about Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about stuck energy here for Scorpio. Tell me about stuck energy for Scorpio. We've got the Ten of Wands. We've got the Three of Wands in the reverse. It does feel a little bit stuck. And then we have the Seven of Swords, indecision. Yes. So it does feel like here that the Ten of Wands tells me that you're carrying something that you need to drop, but it almost feels like a little bit of martyred energy. It feels like, I can't drop that. If I'm not my chaos, then what am I? So I feel like you are feeling stuck about wanting to drop something that you've been carrying around that's very heavy. I feel like what you've been carrying around is some sort of stuck emotional energy. It does feel like it's like dark and murky at this time, and it feels like it's really weighing heavy on you. It's time to release it. We've got the blessings here, and we've got the Three of Wands in the reverse. So I feel like something here is unclear about how to expand, or what road to get on, or how do I move forward. I'm not really sure what's in the future. And I feel like I said, that the blessing of being in nature is that you're going to get your answer there. We have the Seven of Swords and indecision. Indecision says I use my intuition in all aspects of my life, but with the Seven of Swords, it's like you don't trust your intuition. Yeah, and I was saying that sort of with the self-esteem here. It says I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others, but I feel like it comes with doubt. Like, I feel like you're really super psychic, but I feel like you're doubting the third eye these days. That's what it feels like. I'm going to put down two more cards here. We're going to talk about those as well. So this is the week ahead, but these two cards will be like further on into the month. Next week, as I read this about the week ahead, that is going to be going to cover September 21st with this Virgo partial solar eclipse, this new moon, right? Just going to bring new things. Tell me what else is going on for Scorpio. We've got the Knight of Wands, and we've got the Hanged Man. Well, isn't that a dichotomy of sort of a place to be stuck? This does indicate that this is stuck, because although the Knight wants to move forward and be brave and take a chance and take a risk, the Hanged Man is holding back and pausing and getting perspective. And I'm not sure if I should go. I need to figure out what I'm doing with my life, right? The Hanged Man hangs from the tree of life. So I need to figure out what direction I'm taking in my life right now. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. It feels like a time where you're trying to stand up for yourself and make decisions that are best for you, but I feel like it's making you feel like your back is against the wall. And no matter what decision you make, it feels like you don't think it's the right one. So I feel like that's why you're stuck in indecision here. All right, tell me more about Scorpio, please. Tell me about the Ten of Wands and stuck energy. We've got the King of Pentacles. You could be trying to make a major financial decision in your life and you're having a hard time doing that. That's just for some of you, not all of you. Some of you as well, you could be wanting to switch jobs, change jobs. It feels like something you might be dealing with could be a financial pressure of some sort. Maybe you feel like you don't have enough. Maybe you feel like you need to make more and you don't know where to get more from because you're feeling a little bit stuck about that. But the Ten of Wands is feeling weighed down, and then the King of Pentacles shows up. It could be financial things. It could be the home life. Could be your health. We've got the Five of Wands, and it feels like you might be trying to find a job, but there's a lot of competition. It feels like no matter where you go to get a job, you can't find one. I feel like it's weighing heavy on you here. It feels like you feel like you're really stuck, like you don't have a way out here. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like this is telling me to tell you, build a foundation, start slow, find a group of people that are like-minded, that you can cooperate and collaborate with. I feel like there is a group of people. Look, you could meet these people by going to a book club or going to a dinner. There are so many online places where you have to go to meet people in person. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about swiping left, swiping right on the apps. I'm talking about like places like meetup.com. I'm talking about places like, there's a place called Time Left, and you can go to dinner with 5 other people you've never met before. It feels like you need a new group or a new inspiration. So this is networking. This is cooperating and collaborating. This is a new group of people. I feel like that might get you out of the place where you feel like you're stuck. Networking could bring you a new job. Networking could relieve some of your financial or health worries. Tell me about blessings here. Because I really do feel some of your answers are going to be found in nature, whether you do that by yourself or with a group of people. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. I'm telling you, the Emperor's here. I feel like this, the Wheel of Fortune is here. And it's like when you get into nature, it's a game changer. I feel like you need to be near water. And I keep saying that to you. But the Knight of Pentacles is here. And it feels like you're feeling frustrated or stuck. It's like, Elsie, what are you talking about? Like, I've got real world problems here, King of Pentacles. I really have hard financial situations. I have hard things that are going on for me in the Pentacle world. I would say to you, yes, but you are the King of Pentacles. You know how to handle it. You have the experience. You have the wisdom. So I'm going to say, put that to use. I know there's a lot of competition, but I feel like you need to take that competition and put it in a new group of people. Get a new network of people. And there's so many ways that you can do that. All you need is a little bit of bravery, which I think is coming up here. So we have the Knight of Pentacles here with the Wheel of Fortune. It feels like things have been moving slow for a while, but I really do feel that once you get out into nature, it like infuses you, if that makes sense. It infuses you with, how can I say it? What do I want to say? It's like it makes you feel more confident. It's like it bolsters you or puffs you up or fills you up, maybe is what the word I'm looking for is, because the Wheel of Fortune is here and something is going to flip. Something is going to change. I feel like the wheel becomes dislodged. I feel like I'm doing this because I'm pulling, in my mind's eye, I see like a wagon wheel on an old time wagon, and somebody is, they used to put a piece of wood in the cogs of the wheels to keep the wagon steady while they were sleeping in it. And I feel like somebody's pulling out the cog by getting into nature. It feels like it helps you stand up. It helps you be more secure and stable and sturdy. It helps you feel like, you know what, if nature can take care of itself, then I can thrive in nature as well. It feels like you really feel good after being disconnected or away. So I'm going to say maybe some of you can take a walk in nature, but maybe some of you just need to disconnect and get into a cabin somewhere for a couple of days by yourself and just be at one with nature here. There's lots of answers to be seen or to be had in nature. So we've got indecision, and I feel like your intuition is trying to tell you to look through the third eye, but I feel like with the Seven of Swords here, you don't trust your third eye. You don't trust your intuition. Tell me about this. We've got the Four of Swords. we've got the Five of Cups, and we have the Justice card. It's coming, friend. I know that you don't want to hear that it's coming. You want to know that it's here now. But in the week ahead, I feel like this Seven of Swords, or this inability to trust your own intuition, that I feel is a comfort zone for you. You would rather see it to believe it, but I feel like the universe is asking you to do the opposite, to feel it first, then believe it. The Five of Cups is here. It feels like there is some sadness or some regret that you haven't done this sooner, that this hasn't worked. Elsie keeps saying that Scorpio is the most psychic of all of the astrology, and it's true, you are, but we all have to grow into ourselves, right? You're not just born with this high intuition. Some people are, but you're not just born with this psychic energy. You have to learn it. You have to trust it. It comes from trusting your gut, making decisions and not asking anyone else. I feel like you are coming to a place of justice with this indecision. So justice is here. Something will be restored. Something is going to work out for you. A truth or an honesty will come to you, a truth, I believe, that will cause you to listen to your own intuition. It does feel like you're kind of back and forth here, that you do want to take charge of something. You just want to do it. You want to be brave. But I feel like your inability to not be strategic, I feel like you just cannot leave your strategy aside. And that's okay, because that's in a safe place for you. But I feel like you don't want to be strategic anymore. You just want to jump in and be done with it instead of pausing and holding back and looking over details. And the thing is you are who you are. So you got to stop fighting that. I feel like this justice energy here is telling me that soon you will have a clearing of karma. You will think clearer, that something truthful and honest will come up, and you will start to trust yourself a little bit more. Look, we're going to clarify all of this. We haven't even clarified this yet, so we'll look at that in the extension. If you would like to come to the extended, please look at the top of the comments. There is a pinned comment at the top of the comments that has all the information I'm about to tell you, which is if you want to see all of the extendeds for more than one of the signs, then please go to the membership area. If you are somebody who wants to purchase this one outright, you can do that. Also, if you'd like a private read, I'm doing private reads that are live. I'm also doing them pre-recorded, so you can figure out which one you want. Right now the sales are in the pre-recorded, in the live readings, not the pre-records, between 5 and 75% off. Gosh, I've got so many sirens going on today. All right, we've got the star in reverse. This is going to be what we're going to be talking about in the extension. We're going to extend all of this. All right. Maybe that's telling me here somebody needs a private read. We've got the Two of Swords in the reverse, and we've got the Two of Cups in the upright. Interesting. You're making a decision to move forward on some sort of a joint bond of some kind. You go from this place of feeling like you have no hope, or I feel like, the universe has left me behind. Like, hello, anybody lose my file up there? You go from that to the Two of Swords in the reverse. Look, I'm just going to make the decision. The hardest decision of my life is to move forward, trust myself, make a decision of some sort to get myself unstuck. And the Two of Cups is here. I feel like it has something to do with the Two of Cups. We'll figure out what that is all about as we look into the extended. We've got the Ace of Cups. It does feel like you may want to reunite with somebody, or possibly go out and be more social, as I was saying. It feels like you're going to find your place to do that. But we have the Ace of Cups here. It could be self-love or the beginning of self-love. Ah, there we go. The Queen of Swords trusts herself. I love that. The Queen of Swords is the one who really trusts themselves. She's the one who is speaking aloud, who's liberating herself from conversations, people's places, things, and I'm just taking charge, and I'm putting up the boundaries, and that's that. So I feel like you're taking charge here, and we're going to talk more about that in the extended. If you'd like to be there, you know how to find us, and if you or if this is where we part, then that's cool too, because I'll be back, because I'm always back. Thank you so much for coming here, Scorpio. Love you guys, and I'm out for now. Bye-bye.